Time now for the morning rush. The Albuquerque Board of Ethics will be looking into fraud allegations against the mayoral campaign of Bernalillo County Sheriff Manny Gonzalez. Gonzalez is trying to overturn the city clerk's decision to deny his campaign more than $600 grand in public funds due to alleged fraudulent signatures. Meanwhile, PAC supporters for Gonzalez's bid for mayor have now filed their own ethics complaint alleging fraud against the Keller campaign. The complaint alleges that the president of the City Firefighters Union asked the firefighters to sign $5 donation cards on behalf of Keller. Keller's campaign is calling the allegations a PR stunt. Well, the couple who stole millions of dollars from veterans and those with special needs are going to prison. Yesterday, Susan Harris was sentenced to 47 years and her husband William got 15. The couple stole clients' money through a nonprofit contracted with the government to manage the finances of those who were not able to. Erica.
Here's a look at the morning commute forecast for today. We are staying completely dry this morning with mostly sunny skies. Temperatures are in the mid-60s and will be climbing into the low 70s by the end of the morning commute.
The FBI is still searching for two men who robbed an Albuquerque bank. This happened at the BBVA on Candelaria near Carlisle yesterday evening. One of the men wore an NRA hat and a black scarf over his face, while the other man's face was covered with a skull bandana. If you know who they are, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 843-STOP. A recently deleted tweet from the state's Department of Health suggests that the Vax to the Max sweepstakes may be not worth entering. The tweet essentially stated that residents have a better chance of being struck by lightning than winning the sweepstakes. We asked the DOH the name of the outside contractor they blame for the tweet, but they did not reply. A new incentive is on the table this morning for students at UNM. Students can upload their vaccine records to receive $100. Now, the aim is to help the university meet its 100% Vax the Max, or Vax the Pack goal, rather. Staff can submit their proof of vaccination to be entered into a drawing to win $1,000 gift cards. Erica.
Here's a look at the Metro Threat Index. It's fairly low today. We'll see a slight chance for an evening shower or thunderstorm.
The stretch of I-10 is now getting a new name in honor of a state police officer who lost his life there. Officer Darian Jarrett was shot and killed in February. It's after pulling over a pickup on I-10 in Luna County. Yesterday, the state's Transportation Commission approved a highway dedication, naming an 18-mile stretch of I-10 in honor of Officer Jarrett. A state of emergency is in effect this morning in Eddy and Valencia counties, as well as in the city of Belen. Each order provides up to $750,000 in federal relief money to help those communities with flood recovery. The governor had already signed emergency orders for Lincoln and Chavez counties, as well as the city of Roswell. Erica.
All right, let's get a look at the morning drive. On the maps, we are looking green. No accidents or slowdowns as of now. And here's Tracker going west on I-40 near Carlisle. As you can see, things are moving right along.
It was not a sale that got customers of this store intrigued. Instead, it was a monkey. Customers saw the little monkey jump from rack to rack. Now, an employee at the store says the monkey got in through an open back door the day before, but at that time they thought it was a squirrel. However, it turns out that the monkey was a lost pet and then returned safely to its owner.
Welcome back. On this day in 2007, Farmington only dropped to 79 degrees on this morning, and this was the warmest overnight low temperature ever recorded here. Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, a new incentive to get vaccinated is on the table this morning for students at UNM. Students can upload their vaccine records to receive $100 either through a check or have the money deposited into their account. The aim is to help the university meet its 100% Vax the Pack goal. A recent study done by a UNM professor found that younger demographics are more likely to be swayed by monetary incentive.
At number 4, the state's Department of Health has people scratching their heads this morning after a tweet from the department suggests that the Vax to the Max sweepstakes may not be worth entering. Well, the tweet that has since been deleted reads that you have a greater chance of being struck by lightning than you do of winning the Vax to the Max sweepstakes. And again, this is something that was put out but later on deleted. Now, we asked the DOH the name of the outside contractor that they blamed for the tweets, but they did not reply to us.
And at number 3, we do have, again, flash flood watches. Today for the West Mountains, we're going to be seeing slow-moving storms, and some may even turn out to be a bit stationary in the higher terrain. That will impact some of the burn scars there in the Gila and could cause flash flooding through today. But we will also see a chance for some of that flash flooding through the weekend as well.
At number 2, a well-known Black Lives Matter protester is claiming that he is being targeted again by law enforcement. It's after being arrested at the scene of Wednesday's FBI-involved shooting. A lapel video shows Clifton White and his wife, Celinda Guerrero, walking toward the yellow crime scene tape, then finding a gap in the tape around a tree. The deputies asked the couple to leave the crime scene, and the couple repeatedly refused to leave. Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies then arrested White. Now, when he was led to a BCSO cruiser, he's sitting in the back and he begins yelling to his wife that he's being choked. The lapel video shows that is not true. White was charged with obstruction and assault on a peace officer. He was released from jail late Tuesday night. And at number 1 this morning, the Albuquerque Board of Ethics will be looking into fraud allegations against Bernalillo County Sheriff Manny Gonzalez. Mayoral candidate and current Bernalillo County Sheriff is now trying to overturn the city's clerk's decision as to deny his campaign more than $600,000 in public funds. This is because of alleged fraudulent signatures. The clerk's office says that it's within their authority to deny Gonzalez's funding. The hearing examiner is expected to make a decision on the financing sometime within the next 3 business days.